Okay. Alafia, greetings. This is Yeyefini and the power of you. You have the power to be great. You have the power within all of the things that you want to do. Today, we are speaking about love and Oshun. Today, in the Ifa system, is Oshe Ifa, Oshe Oshun, Yemonja, Egbe. There are many energies that share this particular day. So today I want to speak a little about Oshun. I made her the rituals for her, fed her, and making sure that we are all in this place of knowing that whatever happens to you or for you and through you is acting, is behaving for you. I know y'all are in the midst of the day. This is your lunch hour, your time to take a break. Oshun, the energy of healing, of love. The message today that came through is making sure that we realize in this moment, on this day, if there is something that triggers you or gets your attention to how much more healing you need, take the time. Take the time with me here and just breathe. We're going to take 3 little cleansing breaths, breathing in and breathing it out, letting that go, getting whatever it is that's reminding you to love yourself. We're going to do it again, breathing in. And you are going to breathe out. One more time, breathing in. And release that, release that, release that, release that energy. Yes. When I was preparing today for this episode, as you realize that it didn't record on the other platforms on the phone, Facebooks, but we're coming straight into Instagram. Spirit was like, are we going to do something for Ifa or Oshun? The spirit of Oshun is coming up. This is spring. This is coming into the part of our spirit that is picking the fruit that we started 3 months ago. And so today I want you to give yourself a few minutes to just delve into some of the things that perhaps you know you have not dealt with in your healing, in your family, in your work, in your experience. When you came on earth, there are things that were part of your reckoning, some of the things that you bring from other incarnations to be dealt with. Right now, we want to deal with what you have this incarnation. What is it? And if you can think and take 30 seconds to just think of something that removed you from understanding that the power of you are the power of God. Something that happened to you, a trauma, a pain, a situation where someone said something to you or did something to you, or you witnessed something that robbed you of your innocence, that robbed you of knowing that you are capable of unbelievable things. You know how children are always open to an adventure? They're innocent, they're open, they're curious. I want you to connect to that part of you that was innocent and that was curious and believe that everything around you was safe. Everyone around you would protect you. Everything in your world was fine. Just think of that one thing. Is an episode or the lack of or some situation that could take you in a place of feeling that you were not good enough, that something was wrong. Just take that 30 seconds of thinking of it. And I want you to see and recognize how that has the power to impact you today. It still affects you today. Bear with me. Yes. That very thing affects you today. it still affects how you feel about yourself. Though it's unfair, because we're giving it more power than is required. So just think of that one thing that someone said, did, or you witnessed, or did not witness, that made you feel that you were not good enough, and how that affects you today. Your approach to life, your lack of trust, the fear that is sometimes just bubbles up inside of you when you speak to the person or the situation comes up, that it just comes. That trauma is at this time right now is your minus. It is that part of you that you feel that is a minus, that takes away from you. You know, in addition and subtraction, the minus means that it take away. So that big number that you were when you came on earth, that event, that situation, that lack of took away from you. Whether you didn't know your parent, maybe you didn't know your father, maybe you didn't know your mother, maybe a situation happened where you were violated, maybe it's something that your space that you were in were people who were supposed to make you feel safe, and they weren't there because they couldn't see you or hear you or realize how important you were. Whatever it is, it affects you today. Yes. We can go to therapy, we can do airball rituals, talk about it, ring our bells, shakers, but that is the minus that we have. Now, in this moment of bubbling into that place, I want us to do a little meditation to Oshun. And then we're going to go to the other side of this. So bear with me. Today had an energy of its own, and I'm going to ride with it. I'm not going to bother looking at a book. I'm going to chant from my spirit. Oshun has already been fed. She gave me Alafia. I fed Ifa as well. The both of them are sitting on the throne. Because today is the day that you're going to face. This moment is going to be a moment that you will face that trauma in a different way. Feel it. And I want you to do this meditation with me as we go into Oshun. Oshun is the mother of the river, the little river that lives within you, the bloodstream that has the ability to go to each and every cell. If we look at a cell as like a part of us, like, you know, when we're at the bank of the river, you can jump right in or slide in, or then you might find something that is extending, a pier that is extending, and you can sit there and you can jump in. So find each part of your body is a little pier where Oshun's river is able to go in and heal it. Be it your arms, your legs, your eyes, your heart, your lungs, your spleen, your toenail. Allow the river of Oshun, of your blood, to heal you right now. To heal you right now. Heal you right now. And know that through this meditation, you will say, as of today, I have the strength and the power to see that this has not changed my destiny. Until today, I realize and I see that this has not changed my destiny. I just want you to close your eyes and visualize yourself sitting at the bank of a river. Iyamire odo gbogbo àṣẹ Iyami taramawo Iyamire odo. Breathe deeply, deeply. Iyamire odo gbogbo àṣẹ Iyami taramawo Iyamire odo Iyamile odo. Gbogbo àṣẹ ìyá mi tẹ́ra máa wò wé. Ìyá mi lé odò. Yéyéyéyé o. Ìyá mi lé odò. Gbogbo àṣẹ ìyá mi tẹ́ra máa wò wé. Ìyá mi lé odò. Yéyéyé o. Ìyá mi lé odò. Gbogbo àṣẹ ìyá mi tẹ́ra máa wò wé. Ìyá mi lé odò. Yéyé o. Ìyá mi lé odò. Gbogbo àṣẹ ìyá mi tẹ́ra máa wò wé. Yéyé o. Ìyá mi lé odò. Oshun, the river is your home. Ìyá mi lé odò. Gbogbo àṣẹ, all of the power. Ìyá mi tẹ́ra máa wò wé. You have that power, ìyá mi. Yes. Breathe in that energy, knowing that as of today, until today, whatever situation or lack of has not changed my destiny. I want you to take 3 nice breaths to come back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in again. Breathing out. One last time, breathing in, and when you breathe out, say ha. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming back to acknowledging that you have the power within you to do all, to bring you back, to center you. Looking now, just as that particular incident had an effect on you, I want you to take 30 seconds and think about one thing that was said to you, something that was given to you, shown to you, that for the first time in your life or in your childhood memory, you can connect to that as what love felt like. 30 seconds. Connect to that one thing. That made you feel love, that made you feel so special that it puts a smile on your face when you think of it. Bring that into us now. Bring that into this room. Bring that into this room. Ifao. Aki akoba, aki akeda, aki aye odun lo ni mo ki odun doda. Mojuba baba, mojuba iya, mojuba yeye, mojuba ara, mojuba bobo wano doga ara oro. Giving thanks for Akoda and Asheda, the 2 witnesses of Ifa, supporting him, supporting your destiny. Those are the messengers that as your destiny was being poured into, they were witnessing, they were writing, they were recording everything. That's the right hand and the left hand of Ifa. Those are the things. That's the plus. We had the minus, now make that a plus. That is the plus of your life. That is the thing that you focus on, that makes you know, make and affirm to you how great you are, how powerful you are, and the power of you is what's going to change the world. Trauma is a constant reminder that we are on a journey of embracing our destiny and reaching new little ways of continuing what it is that we came on earth to do, which is to find love. Our message today is come from love, always from love. Whether it is understood as love, whether it is seen as love, be that person or that thing that you just remember that made you feel love for the first time, that knew that you were loved deeply. I'm going to share mine because y'all know I love to speak about myself. When I was thinking about this, who and what is the memory that caused me trauma and that affects me today that I still work on, is that I don't have a picture of my father and my mother together. I've never had my father and my mother sitting at a dinner table. I don't have a picture that I can put on my wall. And those of you that know me, I have pictures all over my house to remind me of my childhood, some of the things that I've been through, and how far I've come. I don't have a picture. So I always grew up feeling like there was something wrong with my family. When I would see a family together, I would be like, wow, I wish I had that. And when I was in my father's space, he reminded me, and his trigger was that I wasn't good enough. Whether it was for him to stay with my mom or whether it was to look at me as someone that he loves, he never played with me. I don't have a memory of him hugging me. And I know when I went to visit him and things, he was always in a state of anger and just recovering for whatever it is that being born in Panama or as an African descendant, for you to go in and recognize that our families are still recovering from the trauma from 400 years during the enslavement period, before the enslavement period. Now that we're constantly in an evolution. And so that is a trauma for me, that when I think of, wow, what if I had a father in my house? What if I was like so-and-so, that they have a father and a mother? And when I hear people speaking about the memory of their father taking in places and doing things with for me, it always is a place like, wow, that's something that I ever experienced this incarnation. And so I deal with it, and it has affected my relationships, I'm sure, with men, with my children, with all of them. Because if you're parenting from a place of substituting what you didn't have, sometimes you're dragging people through your life pain without knowing. And so whenever you take responsibility and acknowledge it, then you just do the best you can, forgive yourself, and move forward. And so when I thought about what made me feel that I was loved, and it was weird. And I'm sure for many of you, it would be just as strange that when you think of it, it was something that you just took for granted or just came up on you. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was something that you always think about. But for me, I remember when my mother used to work a lot because she was a single mother of 3. And she used to be off on some Saturdays. And I remember on the Saturdays that she was off, maybe it was the first time, but I always look forward to it, was the fact that we had hot dogs. In Panama, we didn't have hot dogs. That was sold on the Canal Zone, and we were not from the Canal Zone. The Canal Zone is a part of Panama that was rented from the United States for 20 years, for 100 years, for 99 years, sorry. And so the American influence there, they had a commissary or a grocery store that only people who worked on the Canal Zone could go to, and you had to have a pass. And my mother would bring us, and we had hot dog buns. Whoa, that was like, it was different, because not that we could compare it to anything, because we didn't have that. We had hot dogs, but we would cut it up and put them in different foods. But to have it with a hot dog bun, that was like glory. And so when I was thinking about something that made me feel loved, that it was that my mother would take her only Saturday to take us to the beach, and we had hot dogs, and she knew it was important to us. And we even had relish and ketchup. That moment, I would always feel like, nobody else in my neighborhood had this. So I was really special. Looking back, my mother was breaking the law by getting her friend. Her friend had a card. that you could go in the canal zone. And as she later explained to us, that she used to go to the canal zone and just be scared because she would have her friend's card. And if they stopped her, if the American police stopped her with the card, she could get in a lot of trouble, as well as the lady who loaned her the card. And you know, survival of our people, we always found a way to find strength. My mother's through prayer, dedication, and commitment, and know that I'm going to achieve this because I'm doing it for the greater good. That was my mother's always thing. She's always doing it for the better, the greater good of us. And now I look back at my mother's way of showing us that she loved us was to taking that risk of going and getting this hot dog and bun so we would know how much she loved us. For those of you that were on her birthday, thank you so much. You sent her gifts and well wishes. 104. God willing, she'll be 105 next year. That little thing made me feel, and it null and void the fact that I don't have a picture of my father and all of this other stuff. I know love felt like somebody doing something to make me feel like I was the most important person in that moment. Mind you, my brother and my sister would be eating hot dogs too, but it wasn't about them. It was about me having something that I knew was brought to me because it made me feel good. Today, I'm looking at it like my mother was taking a risk. But at that time, that's what love felt like me. It's giving me something that made me feel so special. So today, whatever you're going through on your job and your situation, your relationship, the spring is coming. Valentine's Day just ended. We can go through all of that. Connect to the things that made you feel love. Connect to the things. You have so many things that you can think of that connect you to love. But that one little negative thing can just drive you completely and just keep ringing into your consciousness that you weren't loved, you're not enough. Because that is what we come back here to remember. Remember, we speak many times about the left side and the right side of our brain, and that we know that one is connected to what it is that we see, the experiences that we have, and the other part is connected to the interconnectedness, to know that everything that we have brings us to this special place of knowing. That's what we're connecting to today. Know that you are connected to that part of you that creates the balance in your life. That work is not everything. You have to have work and you have to have play. You have to have pleasure so that you'll be able to experience the unity, the union of your consciousness, and knowing that you are good, you are fine, you are well. Connect to that positive energy. So we sang to Oshun Iyami Leodo, you're the owner of that water and you own everything. And now we're coming on the other side where we can glorify that we went in that water and we saw and we felt Oshun just healing us from whatever it is that you experience that shocks you whenever you think of it, a picture or that event that just stops you. And then you went in and you saw and you felt Oshun's love just wallowing in you, just giving you that support and just hugging you. Yes, so we're going to sing the happy part of it. Imbe, imbe, ma ye ye, imbe, imbe, lodo. Oshun, you are there. You are there at the river. Ore, everybody, hello, everybody. Ore, ore, Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, yeah, oh. So we at the happy part. So over here, you're going to sing and you're going to dance and you're going to move. We're done. We're clear. Imbe, imbe, ma ye ye, imbe, imbe, lodo. Imbe, imbe, ma ye ye, imbe, imbe, lodo. Imbe, imbe, ma ye ye, imbe, imbe, lodo ke. Ore, ore, Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, yeah, oh. Ore, to the river. Ore, Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, yeah, oh. Ore, I'm gonna take one of our fans. Ore, this is my Madama's fan. Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, yeah, oh. Ore, Oshun told you me lodo. Ore, ore, yeah, yeah. Oh, that song is saying, Oshun, take me to the river. What they said, to be baptized. Yes. Take me to the river. Ore. Hey, everybody. Ore. Oshun told you me. Carry me. Oshun told you me. Take me to the river. Ore. Yeah, yeah. And we use her fan just to keep us focused and knowing that this fan is to keep our consciousness cool and collected, that none of the external things is going to affect us. Ore, yeah, yeah, ore, oh, shoot, told you me, Lord, ore, ore, yeah, yeah, ore, ore, oh, shoot, told you me, Lord, ore, ore, yeah, yeah, oh. Nothing is going to stop you from attaining your destiny. This is Ifas. Nothing is going to stop you from attaining what it is you came on earth to do, to be that great light that when you walk into the room, whatever that you walk into the room and you grab and you take, it is yours. You deserve it. Any disappointment that you have, that you had your mind set on something that you think that you were going to get it and you didn't, it is because it's not part of your destiny. If it doesn't make you feel like, I am so grateful for this, it is not part of your destiny. Your destiny is to have everything in every corner of your life, of your room, of your understanding, to have those things and those people in your life that make you feel love. If it's to cooking something for you, if it's giving you something, if it's just saying something, just being there for you when you're down, that is love. That is Oshun. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Don't let nobody steal your destiny. You came on a specific day with a specific job with a specific people. You chose a specific people in your life that if they didn't protect you and you felt not protected, there were other people that brought it to you, and that's your tribe. Grab onto your tribe, find your tribe, and know that you deserve to be healed and to be well. So y'all go out there today. Nothing can steal and rob you of your destiny. Nothing, no situation, no person, no evil, no thing that someone says to make you feel that you're not good enough. Hello, you're good enough. Yes, you're not ordinary. You're special. Have a blessed day, y'all. And I see y'all next Wednesday. Y'all have a perfect and wonderful day. And I'll put the recording on Facebook because it was cutting up today. So that way, y'all have a blessed day. Know that I love you. Always come from the place of love. Ashe. Always come from the place of love.